explode for 30-plus, and Josh Hubbard is one of them. He seemed to save his best right here on this court against the best.
Gators playing shorthanded for the third straight game. It was Walter Clayton, and then they became just the sixth team to beat two different #1 teams in the same season. Oh no, Condon goes down with an ankle injury. Alex Condon, the sophomore out of Perth, Australia, is a key part of this Florida team.
Just a bad landing all around.
Florida sophomore Alex Condon being helped off the floor and back to the Gators locker room immediately. With
Todd Golden right now getting into it with the officials upset.
I'm hoping some of that fire carries over. They do have a great sixth man in Thomas Houck, who enters immediately. Walter Clayton Jr. fires in a three. 5-5 in league play, coming off of a 1-point win at Georgia, and a beautiful move down the lane.
If you're going to foul him hard. Mississippi State struggles from the line. You got to make them earn it.
Just 57% from the local. And they already without Elijah Martin for this game due to the hip pointer. Here's Houck. He'll tee one up and drills it. That is a school record. Nice slice by Houck. He was telling us at shoot around today, I learned in this league I'm going to have to make some sacrifices and be a more offensive team. Here's Josh Hubbard. Lob. And a finish.
Sam Alexis, the reserve center in the game right now, 4 and blue.
Condon had a double-double in the win against #1 Auburn. Here's Hubbard. Follow jam. He knows how good they could be and where they could end up. They are certainly Final Four, if not national championship capable.
They are, and they're top 10 in the country in both offense and defensive efficiency. And I think he's got a little more fuel in him as well. That Alex Condon play, he's trying to rally the troops, and I think he felt like
room for Matthews to operate. Out to Jones. Google with the putback, and the former Gator rolls it home. From Coleman Coliseum. You think that ticket's going to be tough?
That is unbelievable. Two coaches with Bruce Pearl and NATO, some of the best in the business with their teams playing phenomenal.
Will Rich, Florida lead.
Well, that's just an area Mississippi State has really struggled. They're going to try to count that basket interference and not put so much pressure on their two-point offense.
Gators have made 4 of their last 5. Clayton with a fadeaway up in 2012. And last year, preseason first-team all-conference. But he had a shooting. Urban Klavzar was fantastic in his first extended action against Auburn. Delcon Warren the rebound. Here's Kugel. Whoa! Crashing down the lane for the jam. Houck didn't see it. Klavzar fouled coming around the screen. That'll go against Kugel.
Well, Clayton pulled.
Urban Klavzar, sophomore from Slovenia, played at Real Madrid before coming to Gainesville. Really shot the ball well in the win on the road against Auburn. Matthews all alone. Too easy at the same time.
Yeah, and this is a unique team because they always play with 2 bigs. So I'll be curious if at some point in this game, does he go 4 guards and 1 big, given the lack of depth.
Matthews blows it at the rim. The jump ball will keep it this way. This is game line. Tomorrow night, CSPN NBA doubleheader start. Kyrie and the Mavs. Anthony Davis. Ray Allen and a UConn Uni. Been a minute, huh? Clayton turns around and fires, and he buries it. He ends up with Kugel. And now Jones wide open. Buries it. Open is Aberdeen. And he answers. There is a foul as the shot was in the air. They will count the basket. 5 of their losses have come in quad 1 opportunities. So big. Whoa, beautiful behind the back. Melendez hesitated. And then Houck came up with a block.
I don't even know that he's going to change the arrow. Look at this dime here. And Melendez.
Aberdeen at the free throw line.
Tennessee able to get revenge on Florida, though.
3rd consecutive start. Out of Dr. Phillips High School in Orlando, Aberdeen knocked. And he's got a full gas can. Alexis goes 1 of 2 from the. Moloko spins to the baseline and now shares. And an assist at the rim.
Got to get him a touch.
Bounce to Harris. Good rotation. Alexis is off. Murphy leading the break. Here's Harris for 3. And his mind made up. The putback is no good. And a step on the inline.
See the ball rims out on an easy putback.
And they got Nwoko knocking it out of it. Hubbard's been in double figures 30. Last year against Florida, went for 26. He was a scoring revelation last season for Chris Jans. And
Jans loves to have in the backcourt.
Misses 2 previous free throws. Now he knocks all 3 down. Richard for 3. Got it. Listen, man, BP means so much to me, and he always knows the right.
His friends after the game, don't you say, "Hey, you gonna send me a Father's Day card, man," or something like that? Like if you're at that side, you gotta kick that.
Clayton hesitation. Beautiful move, and he's going to the line.
We talked about the pace.
Fantastic football player. He finally gave up football, and he called it a gamble on deep ball. No good. Here's Melendez leading the break. State with a chance to run. And a nice finish by Sean Jones Jr.
Well,
Clayton with his spin. Got a half step on Jones. Melendez with the block. A heave from half court from Hubbard. They turned the lights off before it got there. Come on, man. 34-33, Mississippi State.
Condon. And it shows you the depth this team has. I mean, this is a, even without Martin and Condon, you're looking at certainly a top 25 lineup right in front of them. This will be a story in the second half, Tom.
Against Auburn. Here's Ruben Chinyelu. He's up. Played at Georgia last year. Deflected by Houck. Florida takeaway, 4 on 2. Beautiful feed. Houck threads the needle and Aberdeen catch.
Well, now like crowd noise based on that hump.
Yeah, that could be it. He scored 90 at Auburn. Richard got it back from Clayton. Drills it. And Houck with the takeaway. Mississippi State hasn't scored yet this half. Clayton Jr. got it. It's a 12-0 run to start the second half.
This is a little bit of a danger zone. Mississippi State not really built to come from behind.
Stolen away. Deflection from Richard. Picked up by Houck. Richard for 3. I mentioned this earlier. Florida not only is 4th in the country in fast break points, but they don't give up fast break points. There's Hubbard trying to get State back into it. Ball tipped out by Houck. That's his specialty. Aberdeen on the run.
Playing a little bit of point forward.
9th possession of the half for Mississippi State. Matthews shares it, and they get the run-in jam.
Well, if nothing else, Cam Matthews has a good plus-minus in the second half.
True. Here's Clayton Jr. Here's Matthews working on Aberdeen with a size advantage. Shares it inside, and a little scoop shot from Keyshawn Murphy. Houck finds Chinyelu. May not be an assist in the scorebook, but that'd be a hockey assist for
5 in Ken Palm's offense efficiency.
Clayton finds Houck, a step behind the line. Got it! Certainly doesn't look like they will, but anything's possible. Could have excused this because of the loss of Alex Condon 30 seconds in. Hubbard answers with a 3.
Mississippi State trailing the play. And Chris Jans will tell you where they have struggled on the year, but a chance to claw back.
So, yeah, hadn't got enough attention.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Murphy has really picked it up over the last 7 games.
It's totally surprising, right? Alabama was playing so well on offense despite not shooting the 3 very well, but now they're starting to get their stroke.
By the way, that will be the first in-state 1 versus 2 matchup since John Calipari and Bruce Pearl matched wits with Memphis and Tennessee with its way to the Final Four.
That was a Super Bowl-like atmosphere, and there's Hubbard. He's starting to get my Holland Seals jersey that everybody was asking me for autographs. They couldn't help but ask me about the big game.
Justin Timberlake was courtside. Priscilla Presley was courtside. Klobuchar throws it in. Ruben Chinyulu's at the free throw line. They upgraded that last foul to a hook and hold. Flagrant one. Chinyulu all by himself at the free throw line.
During that mismatch.
Here's Houck on the interior. He's looking to turn in the first.
Be the same.
Clayton gambled, and Murphy denied at the rim. Second chance good. Houck has 13 points, 7 boards, and 8 assists. Aberdeen for 3.
That's a
push shot good from Keyshawn Murphy. Ankle injury. He's been taken for x-rays. Will not return, and Houck banks it in.
Unable to absorb the contact, really. You tend to have a little bit of a letdown, but big-time teams and competitors.
Lesson learned from Florida. Harris goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They lost one on the road at Arkansas. The game before, they beat Tennessee by 30, then #1 in the country. And he said, we kind of came into that game sleepwalking. Missouri's a really good team that we didn't respect off the jump. Hubbard.
Exterior, you better be able to have some men down low.
Oh my goodness. Chinyulu went down hard.
Caught up in the air. It's clipped by Melendez, and that's about as graceful of a landing as you could ask for.
How about this? They gave the foul to Houck. What Golden is asking about, he wants to spread these out a little bit. It would only be the second.
In the NCAA tournament picture, seed line wise, for March, and what it's like to play on the road and the poise you have to have. I think they have a lot of similarities in that regard, both to win big-time games in March.
Hubbard's got 19. Aberdeen answered with 2. Hubbard looking for an assist, and Murphy comes crashing down. He's got Thomas Houck at the free throw line. In points, that Chioza triple-double is the last, and he gets such great lift on his three-point shot. Got a 42-inch vertical. Clayton finishes on the other end. He's got 19.
But it almost has to be rushed more often than he would like, where he shot down on ball fakes, be the second guy off the ground if you're defending him.
Did you see Victor Wembanyama's block? Here's Aberdeen.
Had 10 of them in the first 5 minutes.
Houck inside. Clayton. Rubbin's racing, huh? Kugel with his second field goal of the game.
The best version of Mississippi State, and Chris Jans will have them ready to bounce back.
Oh no, now an injury on R.J. Melendez. Out near midcourt. Clinching is a rivalry game. Hopefully they just bang knees.
Yeah, took a knee there for a road game at Oxford.
And all the Gators do is they come out and outscore State by 17 in the second half, and they'll hand Mississippi State its first loss of the season.
And it was pretty much just Clayton, Richard, Chinyulu, Aberdeen, and Houck. And those 5 dominated the second half.